Hey, good evening. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tuesday night Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, presented by Roleplaying Unlimited, Roll20, Twitch, Streamlabs, and a host of others you'll see at the end credits. Joining me on this side of the table, we have Evil Dawn, who is filling in twice tonight. He's actually both of the two tokens there next to me.
Hey, how's it going?
And on the far side of this side of the table, we have Grulok, played by James, sporting his awesome new orc avatar there.
Good evening, everyone. The Heart Soul team and group is here again to save everybody, as I've done every single game.
Hey, Ben, on the other side of the table, what do you have to say about that?
How's it going? I'm not sure about the heart and soul. Definitely the meat shield.
I'll take it.
And our other half-orc on the other side of the table there, our favorite monk, is back this week. Say hello, Jim.
How's it going? Jong-hoon is definitely the handsome face of the group.
Can confirm.
And last but not least, we have an old friend joining us for the first time in some time. He will be bringing in a new character here shortly, and as you can see there, we just know him as Jason. We don't actually have a character name yet associated on the stream page, but that will change shortly.
Hey everyone.
And when last we left last week, your characters had finally approached the High Hall. And I'm just going to give you another brief description of that. And I guess actually before I do that, I'll give Jim a brief recap on what was missed from last session, which was pretty much the trek through the city of El Toro. We had 3 separate encounters, one of which was to rescue a group of dwarves who were buried in a collapsed building, and in the process of rescuing them, your characters made some noise, alerted a devil, actually 4 devils, and your characters finished them off rather quickly. Gained 3 dwarves in the process, one of whom happens to be an acolyte healer of a sort. And proceeding on from there, your characters found a pack of ghouls, one of whom appeared to be a recently transformed member of the undead, sporting some pretty awesome magical gear. So your characters opted, rather than going around, let's actually assault these undead and take their stuff. And your characters found a potion of invisibility, an explorer's pack, and a suit of studded leather armor +1, which is currently just sitting in the party inventory. Nobody actually claimed it.
Alright.
And a little bit later, as your characters crossed from one side of the city to the other, you came across the 2 different bridges, each of which were staffed by numerous devils to prevent just such a passage. And the more religious characters in your group spotted something pretty cool on the bridge, that the bridges had been consecrated to Torm, and they still maintained their magical energy, and you guys were able to use these bridges to channel a radiant energy that basically killed all the devils on the bridge. One of them actually jumped off the bridge to his own death because he didn't want to sit there in the radiant energy. So you managed to pass over the bridge onto the other side of the city, where it was a straight shot to the High Hall, but one last encounter on the way there. You heard some banging on a door from one of the buildings on your way past. Celebial walked up to investigate, and the door immediately was toppled onto him, and out spilled 12 zombies. So your characters were in the middle of a fracas with a bunch of zombies. Killed them all pretty quickly, and inside the building you discovered 3 casks of fresh water, and a little girl who had actually managed to stay hidden inside that building from the zombies. And after that, little girl, 3 dwarves, any other people that you've rescued along the way, now part of your collective, you've arrived at the High Hall, and that's where we're at.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think we needed to recap on how I got squashed by a door.
I think we should have spent more time on that, actually.
It was very necessary. Very
No,
necessary.
that was glanced over that and it's like, hey, look, there was zombies. No big deal. You know, not Celebial got squashed by a door.
How heavy was the door?
Oh, it was a good 20 pounds or so.
It flattened Celebial, so I don't
Yeah, it laid him out flat, and then he was also like, which we thought was kind of weird, but we didn't say anything in game. We just kind of laughed at it.
Yeah, you guys just stood there and watched him get gnawed at by zombies, only by the fact that he was wearing plate armor, and it was like trying to bust open a can of Spam that didn't have the little ring on the top of it. That's the only reason Don's still alive.
Man, I hate those cans without that fucking ring.
I love Spam normally, but thinking about that, it's not.
Can we move on from this?
Okay, so ahead you see a door, and there's pounding. Oh, actually, we passed that scene already. My bad. Hey. So, recapping the approaching of the High Hall, you spot a clifftop castle that was once the crowning architectural jewel of Elturel. Only 3 of its 5 watchtowers still stand, though they appear abandoned. The wooden gates that once led into the castle grounds have been shattered, leaving a gaping hole in the wall. The west side of the castle has been reduced to a pile of smashed brick and broken wood. The surviving buildings are blackened by soot. At the center of the castle grounds, the High Hall Cathedral stands defiant. And this is your handout here as a reminder, and first time for Jim there since he missed last week, but that is the scene that we are beholding.
Does it look like there are people in the cathedral? Are there like lights inside of it?
Not that you can see. Everything appears dark from outside, but that's kind of been the case with most of the city on your way through. All of the maps that you encountered on the way here were the same as the one that closed off the last session you were at, where it was just kind of a tiny lit path around an otherwise very dark city. That's still kind of the case.
Oh, do we need to go through there, or can we bypass this?
That is our destination. It is where you asked me to lead you, Rhea answers Grulock.
It looks not intact, I think. It looks, yeah.
Yeah, but if that bridge was still open, maybe the church is still open? I don't know how that works. Celebial, do you know how that works?
I wouldn't know. Basically, by going to the keep, we may be able to find some information, some documentation with this pact that he made.
And weapons. Lots of weapons.
If nothing else, being the bastion that it is, it may house at least some of the city's defenders. Some semblance of leadership may remain here.
I still think we should check the cathedral first. You know, if there's nobody in it, then we go to the castle.
I'm good for whatever. You just tell me. We can go.
Excellent. As your characters approach the center of the courtyard, you see some more of that hellish red terrain that is kind of encompassing great swaths of ground upon your travel here. And particularly in front of the cathedral doors. Additionally, you see 2 Hellhounds kind of wandering the area up ahead. You've got enough of a look on them from a far enough distance that those of you in the front are kind of able to tell the others, like, hey, keep your head down, there's hellhounds up there, how do we want to approach
I can't
this?
hear you, Dan.
I'm about to ask, does anybody can hear Dan, or was it just me?
I lost him after particularly.
Well, we know it's on his end and not our end, right?
Yeah, sometimes that happens. I have to push to talk button to press, but it just seems to kind of leave it after a certain time. Am I coming through now?
Yep.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes.
Okay, so
Copy that.
you see hellhounds up ahead, and they are patrolling the area. And those of you in the front have enough of a look on them from a far enough distance that you can kind of call out to the others, hey, keep your head down, there's hellhounds up there. And as you get closer, you spot another figure huddled against some rubble, and there's some other kind of small contraption next to this individual. You're not sure what it is from this distance, but what you are sure of is that one of the two hellhounds you've spotted has spotted this individual, and the way the scene is going down ahead of you, this individual's obviously not supposed to be here, and the hellhound is trying to defend these gates against this intruder.
Let's go help that intruder.
Well, the hellhounds are between us and the castle.
So we gotta deal with them anyways. So two stones, one bird.
Alright, well, here in the center of the VTT, we have the hellish terrain, some spikes, some rubble. Our new individual here, played by Jason, and his compatriot, who will be introduced shortly. And then we see actually what appears to be three hellhounds, although from your character's vantage you only kind of see the one on the north and occasionally this one on the east side. And then scrolling further down, we see the characters and their convoy all marching up towards the cathedral doors, which are at the far north end of the map. And now I've already got an initiative basically here between Jason and the hellhounds, so I'm just going to add you guys into that since it appears you're not going to let him die. Hey Jason, you said your guy goes on your initiative?
Correct. It goes just after me on my initiative.
Okay. Well, the hellhounds are going dead last. I guess we'll see if there's any of them still alive when their turn comes up. And to start off the initiative here, it's going to be Jung-hoon.
Okay, let me see if I have the movement first. I do. Okay, so I'm gonna move here and start punching this guy. Maybe. Let me recount.
Sorry about that. Any of the rubble-filled squares count as
Okay.
difficult terrain?
So I'm there, so it's going to be darts instead of melee.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's a nice start.
Glad that crit was on the left and not the right.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you missed it last week, man. That first hour, I still haven't gone back and counted, but I feel we had at least 20 natural 20s just in the first hour of play. It was insane.
Whoa.
Yeah, including to finish off that first hour, I rolled 3 natural 20s in a row, which the last time I did that, a first level half-orc minion was elevated to 15th level because he killed a great worm red dragon with that roll. Okay, Hellhound. Hellhound does not have any resistance against non-magical weapons, so you actually don't even need the darts silvered. So you did full damage.
End of turn.
Got that. It's going to bring up Rhea, and she is in the far back here, and she will just maintain that position. She's going to stay as the guardian of the children and any of the non-combatant dwarves that we have in our party. So moving on to Celebial's turn. Moving up alongside the rubble there, it kind of elevates on your right side, so you're kind of inside of a little valley here.
Is that still difficult terrain?
If you take a step forward, it is, but you can cheat it and diagonal to the northwest and avoid it. Now, if you're trying to get up there to the right where Jong-hoon is, then not really any way to avoid the difficult terrain without going the long way.
Right. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. But what I am going to do is do a double move
Okay.
and put myself in front of them so that the Hellhounds have to attack me instead of them.
Gotcha. Alright. And this is the guy that the Hellhounds appear imminent on. There you go. So you are dashing all the way up there. Very good. And looks like you're going to have a double turn there when Celebial is done, as you are controlling
Yeah,
the deer.
I was trying to turn him, but the turn stick is inside the other character, so I can't turn to face it. But that leaves me at done.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, in my best, protective voice, stay behind me. I shall protect you.
Yeah, he said that to you there, Jason.
Yes, sir. Let's get rid of these devil dogs.
Yeah, as you're up next to this guy, Don, you can definitely tell it's a dwarf, and it appears like he has a mechanical animal of some sort by his side.
Okay, that's unusual.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so Nadir walks up over here and then uses his chill touch against that over here.
Okay.
That was a good impression, Don. I just want to let you know that.
Thank you. I'm trying to sound a little like Justin to do that.
Don't forget the Chewbacca sounds somewhere between.
Ah.
I do have cover from that position, but we'll see how that turns out. It was going to be a miss either way.
Doggone it. End my turn.
Man, somebody tell Justin what a terrible impression Don is doing of him.
You know, impressions are not my thing.
Alright, so I've got Harkina here, and she's just gonna step up a little bit. Yeah, she's not gonna leave her children too far at the expense of getting an attack in the combat round, so that's as far as she's gonna go, but she's got an arrow drawn and she's just kind of ready for if anything comes across her path. Kalidor, over to you.
Alright, so I'm going to move up.
In case it's not clear, this very dark obstacle between you and the Northwest Devil is a building, so in case you're trying to draw a line of sight through that, do not.
No, I was going for the one up top, the north one.
I figured as much, just save us a flub in case it came to it. Let's see, dex save, okay.
I'm gonna move up and throw some holy flame at that Hellhound.
Well, that save ain't so good, and this is one of the few creatures that also doesn't have resistance against magic. Radiant damage, I will take that in full. Okay, got it.
EOT.
And to Grulok, your turn.
Okay, so the question I have is this little area right here I'm going to highlight. I don't know if you saw that ping. Is that like a walkway around the building? Or is that like the edge of a roof? It's hard to tell from the picture.
It's a sidewalk.
So if I moved along that way, it wouldn't be an issue to use that as a walkway or path to get to this Hellhound that's way up here.
Correct.
Awesome. So Grulok, in his typical maniacal sense, lets out like a nice little blood-curdling scream as he starts moving. Now he seems to be purposely avoiding the red obstacle, if you will, the earth lava. It's not lava, but you know what I'm saying.
Right,
But he's just purposely moving. Right, so he was moving around it using that sidewalk, and he's able to get right up to that Hellhound and hack at it a few times.
Alright, give it a hack.
I think where's Zach?
Right. And also he has his great sword in hand. Oh, weird. Sorry, my character sheet, for whatever reason, is very slowly reacting.
Yeah, I was having some Roll20 issues earlier tonight, having some lag. Wasn't sure if anybody else was experiencing similar. Thankfully, it seems to have cleared up on my end, for now anyway.
And transferred to me. Because right now I have the character sheet up and I see my name and it's blank. So it's taking just a second. I don't know if I should refresh the page. I'm worried it's going to freeze up that as well. Try one more again. Oh yeah, it's super laggy. Go figure. If you need to and somebody else is able to go or do something, I'm all for letting them bypass me in the turn and then we can come back to it if you feel like that's the best option.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so I guess I have 2 turns after that. I'm just gonna move Lulu up here. She's gonna kind of fly and hang out a little bit lower than the crest of this particular hill. And just make sure that no Hellhounds have her in direct line of sight, is her intent. And the Dwarven Acolyte, she will step up. And yeah, we're going to take a little sidewalk here as well. Actually, I'm a dwarf. I don't have that kind of move, so I'm just going to kind of stay there. And I will hold my action as well to cast some kind of cure spell in case it is needed. Alright. James, you still on hold?
I'm gonna try to. I just reloaded the page while you were having the discussion. Actually, it looks like my character sheet is now up. So let me go ahead and do that. While I have it, if you're good, let me go ahead and do those attacks. Okay. So first attack with a great sword. He slashes down towards its head. Okay, that's more gooder. And then I'm sure it's still up, so he's going to follow on with a second strike. That's not buff; it's actually Gurlock. So just FYI. Oh, I'll take both. Let me make sure the damage, nothing has to be rerolled. Only the 1 die on the second attack. I'll have to reroll that too. Okay, well, so 13. All right, and that'll be end of turn for me.
Alright, got it. And that's Lulu and the Acolyte, and that'll move us up here to our Dwarven Artificer's first turn of the campaign. What you got, Jason?
Okay, so my first run out, I'm going to cast Catapult at this one. I will be using some of the rubble right here.
Okay. Alright, looks like I need a dex save.
Take that, you stupid hounds!
Oh, dice are not with me so far tonight. And go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, refamiliarize me with rolling damage, I forget.
Yeah, it's a shame it usually comes across as part of the spell. We'll fix that later on. You're going to do /R space 3d8. Just type it in the chat log, hit enter, and there we go. And just like that, works with any dice combination. Alright. 13, I will take that. Okay, so that is your action. You still have a move and a bonus action if you wish.
I'm good at the moment. So what I'm going to do is have Panzer, my little critter, have him move right over here.
Ah, okay, so it's like standing on top of the rubble.
Yeah, kind of in a guard position.
Gotcha. And you said with the Steel Defender, that's really its only move per every round is it can move, and if it actually does something, it's because you've spent your action to direct it.
Yes and no. It can actually do things that I do direct it to, but it can operate on its own. It will defend itself.
Right. But as far as it doesn't automatically take attacks every round unless you've forfeited your attack, so to speak.
No, it has its own attack. It just operates right after I do.
Gotcha. My mistake then. All right then. That's it for your round.
And it does use my spell modifier to attack.
Okay.
I think that's about it. End of turn.
All right. 3 Hellhounds coming up then. Yeah, we'll just do that times 3. In this case, I will move there. Well, let's check. Yeah, Hellhound is tactical enough, so we're going to use Fire Breath from the eastern one, and that's going to be targeted at Grulok and Jong-hoon, both half-orcs basically. Go ahead and roll your dexterity saves. I will roll the damage thereafter. And this one right here is just going to stay where it's at and throw its Fire Breath, and I think it's going to hit Celebial and our new dwarf, but not the construct. But this one here on the west side steps up and it's able to hit all 3 of you. So in Dawn and Jason's case, you're going to need 2 saves apiece, and in Jason's case, you'll need a single save for the construct as well.
Was I also had to do a second save or no?
No, you just have the one. You and Jong-hoon each got 1 save. Looks like Jim made it. James did not. And then Dawn has made both saves. Jason has made 1. And 2. And then for Panzer.
Okay, this is, I'm not sure whether I just roll one more time from my sheet or if it's going to be on his sheet.
Should be from his sheet. Alright, made the save. Although, I'm not sure what state it's going to be in after half damage either. First damage here is on the half-orcs on the southeast side here. Okay, so we're looking at 15 fire damage. You each made the save, so half round down. Second damage roll is on Celebial and what is this guy? Dag. Gotta get that name committed to memory. Okay. And you both made the saves on that, so fire damage for 10 on that, less any resistances you may have.
I am resistant to fire, so I only take 5.
Big 5, okay. And then the third and final set of damage also on Celebial and Dag, and then on the construct as well. So that comes out to 11 damage.
And I take 5 again.
Or 5 again, yep.
And my construct does have more than 1 hit point. It should have 30, I think.
Yeah, just track that however you have to on the sheet. I just copied the Steel Defender from the Tasha's that you pointed me towards, and that's what I got. I didn't know that it had more than that. Okay, so the Hellhounds, they have done their thing. They're just going to stay right where they're at. And we'll bring it over to Jong-hoon again here on the eastern corner of the street.
Okay, I'm going to run up and throw some darts at this one.
Okay. Yeah, AC is 15 for the Hellhounds, so they're a bit out of your reach. That was one thing we didn't cover in the recap at the start of the session when it came up for the first time. Hey, where's our inspiration? The answer was, your characters feel a lot less inspired now that you're here in Avernus, so take that as you will. Alright, Rhea doing same thing, just standing protection here in the back. We'll move all of them up a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Okay, Celebial back up here in the front line.
Alright, I'm going to lay the smackdown on the Hellhound in front of me. I'm going to add a smite to that.
All right. Not bad at all.
And then a second attack.
Okay. Dope!
And that will end my turn.
Okay, and that'll bring up your next turn, Nadir's turn.
Nadir can ignore the terrain because he could fly over it, and he's going to do a chill touch on the one that I just didn't finish.
Very cool.
I will get you, you dirty dog.
Not with that roll, you won't.
All right, we'll roll like crap like I usually do.
Yeah, poor Justin, he didn't know
And
he was putting
turn.
his character in your hands with the poor dice. Okay.
Yep, that will end his turn.
Very good. And Harkona's got a little bit more breathing room here, so she will step up. And why the heck not? I'm firing I'm on fire right now, so I'm going to try to take a shot at this one way across the field here and thread the needle through 3 characters. Yeah, that's not so good. So instead of connecting with the Hellhound, the arrow just kind of ricochets off of the rebel here next to Dag, and just the arrow snaps in half and falls at his feet. And Harkonna curses in the background. And Calidor, your turn.
Alright.
Attack of the bend forehead. Can no one save us? Ah!
So he's gonna step over to the side and toll the dead on that northern Hellhound.
Okay, I will give it a go with my above average wisdom. Hey, still no good. And 16 necrotic is 4 more than I had left. Somebody got some healing.
And Grulak will get 7 hit points.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Looks like he could use it. Okay. Grulak, it is your turn.
Alright, he's going to try to finish off the Hellhound dared to attack him. So I'm see how that goes.
Well, let's get a dexterity check from Grulak there.
Oh, that's going to go very well.
Yeah, you just flung your greatsword clear across over to here.
Okay. Would he be able to, since his weapon's flown out of his hand, can he draw an attack with his short sword?
Absolutely.
Well, he'll do that. As soon as he goes, a little baffled, but he's going to try to follow up with his second attack with the short sword.
Okay. Oh, I saw the natural 20 on the lefternmost die, whatever it is. And I got excited there for a second, but in either case... Oh, no it's not, because 6 damage is going to leave me with 2 hit points.
Oh, 1 second. 1 second. So if I read this right, I rolled a 2 on the damage die that actually hit the 20, not the 27.
Correct, but a short sword is not a great weapon.
And that's unfortunate because I would have done that. But that's good that we reversed it. So at that point, he's eyeing where the sword is lying, but he's going to keep this weapon up and ready to defend himself. Yeah. And that's it.
Okay. Let me just check something here. I want to see how possible or silly this would be. Heck yeah, I can totally do that. I got a strength of 10. Alright, here comes Lulu, flying right over to there. And she swoops down and picks up the greatsword. And then dashes over to here and just holds it out for Grulak to retrieve with a free action.
Well, Grulog will give her a nod, give him a nod of approval and thanks, and he'll retrieve that hopefully next go round.
She just kind of smiles and lets out one of her noises. Okay, and the Acolyte will step forward. Grulok could probably use some more healing as well. Looks like Kalidor's going to handle the healing on the front line. I will hop this little wall here. And Grulok is getting a Cure Light Wound spell. Try that again correctly. There we go. 8 hit points back. And
You said
that,
8?
yeah.
Okay.
And that is it for the Acolyte's Cure Light Wound spells until she gets a rest. So bringing it back up here to the front line, we have our Dwarf Artificer, Dag.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I guess, wait for my Panzer to be able to move. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him move up to the Hellhound, and then I will move up and smack it with a casting of Shocking Grasp through the hammer.
Gotcha. Now, does it specify where the construct goes? Does it go before you? Does it go after you? I'm sure it specifies in one respect.
It specifies it goes immediately after me.
Gotcha. So you're basically setting up your next round.
Yes and no. I'm kind of holding my action so I can have it go before me. Does that make sense?
It does, but it seems like there's no point to the rule being in existence if you can just hold your action and freely choose for it to go whenever. I think that's typically the case with summoned creatures and the like, is they always go after you so that you're not always getting the benefit of setting up your turn right before your turn takes place.
Copy that, then we'll do it the other way around. I will move in and smack this thing with the hammer.
Okay.
Shocking Grasp. Will it have an attack of opportunity on me, I'm assuming?
It will not. It only gets attack of opportunity when you leave its threatened area. Shocking Grasp, okay.
Can you cast Shocking Grasp through a weapon? I mean, the spell
Yes.
is an attack, and the weapon is an attack.
Yeah, it does appear to be a touch attack, not a channel attack. Primarily just from an action economy standpoint, because it takes an action to cast the Shocking Grasp, and it also takes an action to make a weapon attack. Basically, the system is preventing you from getting double damage from one action.
Copy that.
You can still do the Shocking Grasp, it just wouldn't be through the hammer. It would just be stepping up and...
Nope, that's what we'll do then.
Okay. So, roll... I guess roll a standard weapon attack. Your proficiency bonus is probably going to... or your attack bonus is probably going to be comparable, so we'll just use that attack result. And then if it hits, we'll see what the lightning damage is. Gotcha. So we got a miss there anyway, so the spell energy just gets discharged. Alright, and then you do still have some movement left if you want to get out of this thing's face, but then doing that would provoke an attack of opportunity. So you could stay here, you could try to circle around to the back of it, so that you're giving a flank position to somebody else coming up on this side. You do have extra movement left, and you can run circles around enemies without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Copy that. I will move behind him, and then Panzer will come in and attack up from the front.
Okay. And then, assuming, yeah, there's going to be a flank there, so now you're going to use the better of the two rolls here on Panzer's attack, because you're going to have advantage. Damn! Well, that's a big whiff right there. Alright, looks like I have 2 Hellhounds left in the initiative here. Let's see if their Fire Breath recharges. First, the eastern one. It does not. And the west one. It also does not. So we're going to take some bite attacks here. Okay, Grulak. First bite on you. That's a big nothing. And second bite is on Dag. And I'm sure that's a miss as well. Yeah, your AC's better. So no good from the Hellhound there. This one here is just beaten as it is. So it is just going to flee the scene of combat. And in so doing, provoke an attack of opportunity from Grulak. Wow, you missed!
Unconceivable. Or inconceivable.
Inconceivable! Okay, and the one that's pinched between Jason's characters will just stay there. And Jong-hoon, top of the 3rd round. Over to you.
Okay, I'm going to go over and attack this one.
Okay, and you're looking at a flank advantage there with Panzer. Woo! Well, that worked out pretty well. 4, 17, 22, and 26 total damage. I still got a little chunk of health left there, but that pretty much just took away everything I had. Nothing new from Rhea over here on the south, except maybe to move up a little bit, but that's not even important to track. Celebial, what do you got?
2 attacks.
Also flank, very good.
If I need them.
Yeah, right? Knowing you, it's going to take until Nadir's turn to get the job done. Hey, how about that?
Or maybe not.
Maybe not. Alright. So that one is down.
That would be the end of my turn.
Okay. And Nadir, you've got a pretty clear line of sight on the eastern one fleeing down the path.
Ah, you shall not escape me.
Hellhound is just dropped in its tracks from the necrotic energy, and you have successfully completed this combat outside the cathedral doors and met a new companion. This is a good time for us to take our 10-minute break, and if your characters want to continue to roleplay throughout that, by all means, your mics are live during the break. We'll just switch over to the other screen. If you want to take the 10-minute break, of course, your call. In either case, thank you all for kicking butt this first hour, and thank you to our viewers for hanging out with us for a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly. Welcome back, friends, to another hour of Role-Playing Unlimited here in Avernus, where we have just completed our first encounter outside the Cathedral of Elturel's High Hall. And looks like most of us are back with us. Just want to double check. James and Jim, you here?
Yep.
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. Ben's having a bit of a migraine tonight, so hopefully he's off making himself better. We can go ahead and kick this initiative out of the sequence here, but we have encountered a dwarf with a mechanical pet of some sort, so I believe that is our next objective on the list here is who is this guy, why was he trying to get into the cathedral, and I will leave that up to you guys.
Good day, Sir Dwarf. I see that you are attacking these Hellhounds. Why are you heading towards the castle?
Well, I was in the city when it came here. It ain't been a fun time since. These little puppies, yeah, I didn't like them. They didn't like me. And it seems the fight was on. You guys got here just in time.
I don't like them either. We've been killing them since we got here. So, we seem to be on the same mind thing.
Yeah, everything's been real weird ever since we got here.
Oh, you're with people.
I see you are much better trained than many of the other people that we have found. It's good to have an extra set of weapons with us.
Well, there's always strength in numbers.
In the background of the group, Harkonna gives Celebial a finger behind his back, like, what? Better trained, screw you! I'm 9 out of 10.
How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, they found a commoner, Jason. I don't know if you caught up with this last week, and Jim wasn't here either, but yeah, they've got a commoner. It's a CR 1/4 NPC, and that was part of the first hour's spectacular beginning is with all the natural 20s, is she rolled 2 of those herself, and then throughout the rest of the evening, I think she only missed 1 attack.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there were times when I was asking Dawn, like, do you want to switch characters? You can take over this common, or I'll take the paladin if it makes the rolls better for you.
It all depends on who's rolling the dice. And I wasn't besmirching anybody else's abilities. I mean, we do have children and non-combatants with us as well.
The show just struck me funny.
Well, let's just see if we can save as many as we can.
It's good to hear you say that. I am Celebial, Paladin of Tyr.
Name's Dag, Clan Hammerskolder.
Yo, what's up? I'm John Hoon.
John who?
John Hoon.
Ah, sorry, that last breath was a little loud in my ears.
Ha! I hear that.
He heard that too.
All right, I am Nadir. Don't mind that I look like everybody else around here, all these demons and stuff. I'm really on your side.
What race is he?
I am Nadir, the tiefling says to you.
Yeah, he definitely gets a skeptical look.
And I am Calidor, Cleric of Tempest.
Oh. And I'm Grulok. I am the epitome of courage and strength in our group. I have slain many foes, and they greatly appreciate my presence, especially
And he points at himself.
Celebial
I'm sure I'll appreciate it too.
Celebial wears a full set of plate armor, and he's got long, flowing blonde hair that seems to blow in a breeze that doesn't exist.
What race is Celebial?
He's an Azamar.
For that matter, let's go down the table order, and everybody announce your race as well as your. You've done your character name introductions, but what is your physical and visual appearance?
Okay, redoing it really quick. Celebial is an Azamar paladin wearing full plate and a shield, carrying a warhammer in one hand.
I'll step in for Justin. He is a fairly well-dressed tiefling sorcerer, and he has the winged archetype. So unlike most tieflings, this guy's sprouting like full devil wings.
Grulok is probably about 6'7", maybe 240, 250 pounds, solid. He's wearing with half plate right now. He usually carries around a great sword, very nice one, which he has now retrieved from who was holding it. Whoever was holding it, he got it from him. He has that. If you look at my avatar, if you will, that's pretty much the best indication. He has tattoos, some tattoos on his face, some scarring, but the rest is covered. So, and the heart and soul of the team.
Baldur is a cleric of Tempest and a drow, wearing chainmail, shield, and a longsword.
Jonghoon is a half-orc. He's wearing monk robes, but with the sleeves cut off so you can see his guns, and he's got a staff.
And Dag is a dwarf. He's short even for a dwarf. He stands only about 4 foot tall, flat. He wears scale mail, carries both a light hammer and a hand axe. He has a tiny little crystalline critter that kind of skitters around on his shoulders. It almost looks spider-like, but has maybe wings or something on it. And he's got his little dog weasel pig thing that's completely made of metal. That's his companion, and he pets it like a dog.
Nice doggy.
Well, it's not safe for
Those
us
other
to stand out
dogs
here in the
that
open
eat
for
fire.
too long.
Let's try that again, one at a time.
It's not safe for us to stand out here for too long. We should get inside the keep.
Agreed. Is it secured yet?
I thought we were headed for the cathedral.
I say cathedral just to see if there's anybody in there.
Is the cathedral attached to the keep?
It's directly ahead of you through the doors up ahead. It's not necessarily attached to the keep.
That's what I meant, for us to go to the cathedral.
What he said.
Sounds like it's cathedral.
Is your metal
and if
dog
you-
gonna follow us?
Yes, sir. He goes everywhere I do.
And what's its name again?
His name is Panzer.
Panzer.
That's close enough.
Panzer. He doesn't wear pants, but I'll take your word for it.
And if you look at the character sheet, the picture that I have on there is him and his companion.
Nah, Grulok. His name is Panzer because he takes off people's pants. It's a prank.
Oh, he's a prankster dog. Even better. Well made, sir. well made.
Well, he's closer to like a weasel and a pig, but yeah, there's dog in there too.
A weasel pig dog. I've never heard of such a creature. And Grillock studies
Nobody
him like
has. I
this.
just made him.
You just made him 5 minutes ago, before we came here.
Well, my lifetime's a little bit longer than yours, so just making something may be a little bit different than your perspective.
I have no idea what half those words you said, but I understand. You made a dog
Grillock.
creature pig thing. What? What?
Was your sword made 5 minutes ago?
He looks at his short sword like,
I don't know. I don't think so. You
Well,
mean it was
it's the
that
same
wasn't out?
thing. It's the same thing with the dog. He probably made the dog well before he came down here, and that's why he could have held it for quite a long time. Same thing with your sword. It was made a long time ago. You have it now. This is the first time he's seen it, but it doesn't mean this is the first time it exists.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I could see why that makes sense. Well, thank you. And your pretty hair looks very nice today, if I can see.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Now let's move on.
Grillock makes sure he has
so
a sword.
Okay, so it's the cathedral?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a perfect interjection of RP there, as I had to make some adjustments here behind the scenes. But to further reinforce the nature of the current condition of El Terrell, we are going to experience another lurching of the city as the great posts binding it to Avernus sink farther into the ground. And this results in an earthquake throughout the entire city. Dexterity saving throws DC 10 are called for from everybody. Ooh. Well, that's about the best results you can hope for. The Steel Defender is knocked onto its side, and Dag has to go pick it up, basically.
I will cast Mending on him as I do so.
Okay. Yep. Fix up some of those bumps and loose screws and what have you. Alright, and back to the cathedral here. You have a large set of stairs ascending past the doors that you opened on the previous map that you were on. And your characters will start on these stairs, approaching the front doors of the cathedral itself. I'm going to just post some information here in the chat log. This kind of stuff tends to be... It just tends to go better in the chat log than actually narrated. Just the general features of the cathedral itself. Oops. I don't know.
Okay, I'm not seeing where it sets the number of dice I roll, but I think it's 2d8. I would have to double check and look it up.
is my head hurt or the picture's moving?
Damn, literally.
Yeah. Look, I step over here, the eyes are still looking at me. And I step over here, the eyes are still looking at me. Does anybody else see this, or am I crazy?
No, dog, you're the sanest one here.
I know. That's why I'm wondering if I'm seeing this right.
Gorilla kind of ducks down low on the ground to see.
Yeah. Yeah, the eyes are looking at me again. Weird.
The eyes are looking at you because it's an illusion of the picture itself.
So they're magical pictures, I see. That makes sense.
No, what he means to talk about is the fact that the way the painting is made, it only looks like it's following you because of your perception of it.
Oh, goodness.
Mhm.
If you say so. If you say so.
Okay, so there's some general features that you will encounter within the cathedral. That is not necessarily all of them. Some of them I can't post without giving things away. So, obviously you'll encounter a lot of it as you go along here within the cathedral. Yes, at the top of the stairs leading to the cathedral, an archway opens into a long hall containing 8 columns. Some of the columns have been carved to represent Torm, but the infernal magic of Avernus has warped the others to represent the likenesses of a winged female devil wielding a luminous sword. As you ascend the stairs, you can see ahead of you that the doors leading into the cathedral are only kind of closed over. They've actually been broken through, and just their natural whatever inclination to be closed has kind of swung the remnants of them back into a position to where you can't necessarily see inside the cathedral until you open those up. And here on that map itself, we are now returning to a Baldur's Gate map here, and hopefully everything lines up on it well enough. I don't know. Is it coming in dark for everybody?
So far it looks dark, but I'm trying to back out to see.
Yeah, I backed all the way out, and now I can see it.
Oh, okay, good. I'll have to do the same. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Roll20 updated their dynamic lighting feature. So this new addition, or this new mode, is mandatory basically going forward. So I'm going to have a lot of updating of maps that I've done that were on the old system.
Those are stairs that we're on?
Correct. Yeah, you're ascending the stairs and you're making your way to the top over here. And as you make your way a little bit further west, you'll actually be able to see the doors leading into the cathedral, which, of course, if you scroll left through that big patch of darkness, you can see, just get a gauge of how large this map is going to be. The creatures that are here in front of you at the top of the stairs, you can hear them before you see them. Their many legs make a loud clacking noise upon the stone floor of the cathedral. So as you're getting closer, even though the whole city is kind of shaking and rumbling, and there's the loud bolt, the loud crackling lightning from that blue orb up in the sky, you can still hear this clattering pretty prevalent. You would guess there's gotta be several of these things. You can probably see a few of them depending on your character perspective on the map, but you would guess there's even more than what you can see.
Now, are they like crab-like creatures, or are they more like centipede type creatures?
They look more like crabs. They have a better description of them.
So if we coat our weapons with butter, does it do extra damage?
No, but it does make them taste better when you stuff them for your later use.
Does anybody have any rice or soy paper? Anybody?
Lemon juice should do extra damage.
Absolutely. 100% accurate.
The butter does extra damage to your arteries.
So it's been self-inflicted. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Yeah, these things look like giant crabs to you, except their spines, these spines that are protruding from the shells, and there's some kind of nasty brimstone smell it's a visual smell. Like, you can actually kind of see this nasty gas emanating from these crabs as they're clacking their way across the opening of the cathedral.
Okay, can we move up and get a better view of what they are?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely move. There's just a certain point at which you no longer have the advantage on these things. So if you want to throw some kind of AoE or whatever at it, now is maybe the time, because once they spot you, then you've lost the element of surprise.
Understood.
I'm just going to move them all around a little bit here to just kind of simulate some form of movement.
My character whispers, "Does anybody have any attacks they want to make, or should we just rush them?"
I mean, I could shoot my crossbow, try to draw them to us. We're in an elevated position. It's like, should help us.
I can cast a spell at them from here.
Should we all just do that?
Alright, and as you are discussing your options, a bolt of flame flies right next to Celebial and Jong-hoon and just kind of hits the steps next to you. You don't actually see who threw it. You're sure it's not one of these crab creatures. You think it came from somewhere up in this northern alcove or whatever section of the entryway here, just based on the direction the flame came at you from. But in either case, we are going to get things rolling.
Whoa, who's my heavy hitters?
You rang?
Just give me a ping on where you are on the map.
I'm a heavy hitter over here. We tend to take the front.
Copy that. Dan, I'm going to move over. Is this before or after initiative, or should I wait?
If you want to have a different starting position, that's fine.
Okay, because I wanted to cast a spell just as all this was. I was just waiting my turn to talk so I didn't step on everybody.
Gotcha. I guess that depends on what it is and when you were thinking about casting it. Because once the conversation started coming up, that's when my guy with his incredibly great hearing tossed the fireball, or the firebolt, at you.
Nope, that's fine. Then I will just have my move done, and I will do it on my first round.
Okay. And it looks like you've got the top of the initiative here, actually. Oh, and also just for organizational ease for my part, note that I have removed our 3 dwarves and our mother with the 2 toddlers. Less for you to protect, and they don't really have anything left to contribute at this point anyway, so they've just found a building right here on the outskirts of the cathedral that looked safe enough that they're going to take refuge in until you guys hopefully come out and let them know that the cathedral is safe and you guys can at least move in here. So yeah, Jason, you got the first initiative here. What is your move?
Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'll be casting Aid.
Okay, who's the 3 lucky guys? Crab 1, Crab 2, and Crab 4?
That would be a negative. That will
These guys
be
never
going
help me out.
to the ones that I ping.
Okay, I see Celebial, Jianghoon, and Kalidor. Paladin, Monk, and Cleric.
Okie dokie.
So everybody gets a flat 5. It doesn't look like I have to roll anything for that.
Right. Yep, 8-hour duration, no concentration needed. Now, do you have a tiny strip of white cloth written on your character sheet? I'm kidding.
If we're gonna go that detailed, yeah, we'll just have a spell pouch.
Yeah, exactly. That's about as detailed as I like to get with it. The few times that I've tried to track material components, either as a player playing the wizard or as the GM enforcing the player playing the wizard, it's just a headache all the way across.
Yeah, I haven't found a good system for that. I've actually thought about running just a generic components. It's always the same thing.
Oh, okay. Kind of like a focus here in 5e, like the cleric has their holy symbol, so that's always their material component usually.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe it's just a generic magic dust that gets used as a material component.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's your action. Any move or bonus action, and then what's up with your weasel pig?
Nope, I'm gonna hold any other actions for defense, and I will throw a heal on anybody if I can, and Panzer will be defending me as well.
Gotcha. If you have any bonus action heals, then by all means. Otherwise, I think that would be end of turn for you. Just as a heads up for you, I know you're not too familiar with 5e, so there is an action you can take, although you've already taken your action this turn, but going forward, if you want to play it more defensively, and you have the action to spare, you can take the dodge action, which is going to make any attacks coming at you during the round at disadvantage.
Okay, then we'll definitely do that with Panzer, and I'll keep that in mind for future.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
and that ends my turn.
Okay. So up next is my devil, who just threw an unsuccessful flame attack at you guys. So let's see what's next for on the agenda. Yep, you can just get a peek of this thing coming around the corner here, around this pillar. And it is going to throw 2 more bolts of flame. One at Rhea and one at Grulak. in that order.
I did nothing to them. Whatever.
I actually hit nothing. If you look behind you, you can see it's still just kind of flying off into the distance, and it just won't even hit anything.
Look out!
All right. Well, that sucked. So I guess I'll just return back around my hidey hole there. Nothing. No one. You saw nothing. All right, Celebial, your turn.
And I'm ready in action at the first thing that comes within melee range. Outside of one of the PCs, of course, I'm going to hit it with my hammer.
Okay. That's a move and a ready, and then you're going to use your reaction to get one attack. Calidor, your turn. Toot.
I will move up, and I guess I will use
Something different, something different, something different. Kind of different.
We'll start with that guy trying to hide up top.
Is that an instantaneous, or is that a duration, or is that a concentration?
Concentration. I can send a lightning bolt out every round on my action.
Gotcha. Alright, so just for clarification, you're outside, so that'll work out here. Once you're inside, depending on how the ceiling looks in the respective area you're in, it may be sketchy.
Yeah, why I figured I probably should use it now while we're outside.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I'm sorry, which one of them's getting it? Okay, giant craboid. Deck save. Okay, coming up. Hey, how about that? My first successful save of the game, and it's a crab. And only by virtue of making the save is it still alive. It smells really good, though, except for that brimstone gas that keeps coming out of it.
Yeah, I totally having crab for dinner.
Yeah, it's like a mix. You're like, crab, ew, brimstone.
Alright, that's EOT for now. Yep, EOT.
Very good. Jong-hoon, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna run up there and try and finish that crab off.
Alright, very cool. Hey, look, you see the big guy. Just there behind him.
I yell back, "Oh, there's a lot more of these dudes, and I see the guy who was shooting fire."
Oh. Alright, so quarterstaff is a swoosh, and the final stomp ends the life of one giant abyssal or infernal crab. And Jong-hoon concludes his turn as Panzer... Or no, Panzer doesn't get his own initiative, so over to Lulu. Let's see, she's all the way here in the back. She is going to fly right 50 feet. Double check her movement rate. Oh, she can fly 120 feet, so yeah, 50 is no problem. And that's exactly where I'm going to hang out. And Rhea, now that she has no wards to protect, just move up the stairs and engage this giant crab right here. So it's a hit, miss, hit, 16 total damage, and that is just enough to finish it off. So Rhea steps up and slays one of the giant crabs, brings it over to Nadir's turn, all the way in the back.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action that as soon as I see the bearded devil come around a corner, I'm going to hit it with a chill touch.
I don't know if the button commands are still the same. If you scroll back and to the northwest, can you see it from where you're at? I used to be able to look directly through your character's lines of sight, but it seems like that feature is not enabled or what have you for this dynamic lighting, so I can't tell if you can see it.
Yeah, I can't see it. The furthest I can see is here.
Okay, alright then. So, very good. Held action. And Grulok, what you got?
He's going to try to get into the mix, so he's going to move down from his position. And then once he gets down there, he'll kind of assess what's going on. And so he just running down the stairs. Get to the 20-foot mark. He's not seeing any enemies directly nearby, so he's going to start. He's 20. He's going to move next to Celebial, and he'll also hold my action at this point, just in case any of these crabs get within melee range. He will attack the one that comes up to him first.
Okay. Well then, here come the crabs, en masse.
I didn't know they went to church.
Sometimes.
We are in a cathedral.
Right?
Got jokes.
2 weeks ago it was horses, this week it's crabs in church.
Oh, I'm also having a technical difficulty. I closed my character sheet and I can't open it back up again.
That's what mine was doing earlier.
You might have to reload your Roll20 page altogether.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yes, indeed.
I didn't think we could time it so that we could all say you'd have to reload the page altogether. It's an airplane joke.
I got your reference. Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Alright. Next crab moves up to here, and Celebial's got the first readied action, so you want to trigger it or you want to let it go?
I will let this one go so that Grulok can take it because I can see two off to my left.
James?
And I can do both attacks or just one?
Since you're using a reaction, you only get one attack.
Okay. So he will attack as it comes up.
And that's more than enough to hit and kill it in one shot.
Oh, you didn't know? I'll call somebody. Alright, cool.
And next one is stepping up into Celebial's face.
All right, I'll take that one.
All right. AC is 15. These things are pretty quick and erratic in their movement, so you just kind of whoosh. And I'm sure this giant crab will be the one to solve how to open up this particular can of spam.
Seriously.
Wow.
Wow.
One awesome crab.
Oh man, yeah, you should try to tame this thing and domesticate it.
No joke. Who's this crab? Who's the crab attack?
Dawn with the highest AC in the group.
Oh, great! Now you got crabs. Awesome.
Oh, we've had crabs the entire time we started this adventure.
They've been annoying and everything.
They were just waiting for this moment.
They're not Alaskan, but they feel huge.
Wow.
Are these the result of the bard?
Right. Okay, next one is also on Celebial. And that's probably the normal, how it should be. And the last one here, we'll just take the shortest route over to Rhea. Oh, here's that dentist song again. Oh, wow. That would have almost hit Celebial. Definitely hits Rhea. Thankfully, I've got a lot more hit points where that came from. And that is it for the Infernal Crabs. So, back to Dag. Your turn.
All right, I'll be moving up, and I'll be putting a Cure Wounds on Celebial.
What, I have to roll a saving throw to get healed?
Yeah, 5E's just weird that way.
Yeah, you might only get half the healing.
Good grief.
Your spellcasting ability modifier is +6?
Yeah, that's what it says on my
Yeah, I think that's just your, whatever your attribute modifier is.
Then it'll be 3 less.
Gotcha. Yeah, it doesn't account your proficiency bonus as well, just the raw attribute. Not bad though, 8 hit points back for Celebial. Okay, that's your action.
Got it.
And anything else there, Jason?
I will be bringing Panzer up to the corner of this pillar.
Okay. And then I have my devil's action. And I think I will just attack Jung-hoon from where I'm at, because I can see him.
I see tonight's dinner standing before us.
Well, a definite miss and a definite hit.
Okay.
And then it retreats further back into the foyer as Celebial's turn comes up.
Okay, did the crab grab me? Do I have to make an escape first, or can I just attack?
Oh, you're good to attack. It didn't do a grapple, it just did a bite. Or a claw. Nice!
All right,
And
that's the one in
there
front
it
of me.
is.
Crunch.
Second attack, the one to the left of me.
Okay. That's a hit, and it has exactly 13 hit points. 2 for 2. Look at Celebial.
And okay, all the crabs are dead around us.
Yep, there's 2 crabs remaining. There's one 20-something feet to your north, and then 15 feet to your south. Oh, and look at that. You found another one.
I knew, if there is one evil, there is more than one, or something like that. That will end my turn.
Something, dark side. Something, complete. Calidor, speaking of something, dark side, your turn. Oh, this poor crab, it has no idea. It's about to get struck down by the holy lightning of Tempest!
Yeah, that guy up north is gonna get it.
Oh, you're gonna give me a chance, huh? Alright. I'm gonna have to make this save again. Dexterity, don't fail me now. Oh my goodness. Well, I didn't need you that badly. Alright.
Yeah, let's get those 20s out the way.
Yeah, I'd have rather saved that for another crab claw on the Celebial. Alright, move, action, any bonus?
No, guilty.
And Jung-hoon, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up, try and hit this crab some.
Okay.
Does the 14 hit?
Misses by 1. There it is. And enough to finish off that crab. Same as last round, that quarterstaff. You just can't pinpoint where this crab is going to be at, but when you step on it, that's the deal.
Staff's just a distraction, man.
You're just kind of herding it into where you want it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna move a little bit more. I'm up here, and I think the devil's up here somewhere, so I'm like hiding behind this pillar or whatever this is. Not taking a stealth action, just trying to keep the pillar in between me and it.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're just trying to keep total cover. Okay, got that. And Lulu will take her turn. And she just floats up right behind Jong Hoon. And she kind of whispers as best as she's able, "Another crab is behind us." Ah!
Oh, we'll get it.
Alright, looks like she's gonna watch your back in the meantime. And while that's going down, all the way on the south side of the entryway, Rhea will take her second attack here on a second crab. And same as last time, takes 2 attacks, but she gets the job done, and 2 crabs down. Alright, so she has movement remaining. We're going to use that. For the Hell Riders! Charges up 20, 30 feet. There we go. And Nadir. Alas, the readied action went unused.
I'm going to use Chill Touch on this crab right over here.
I see it. Okay. Well, that's a hit, and takes away about half of its life force.
End of turn.
Alright, and Grulak.
Just a real quick question. What do crabs do on their birthday? They celebrate. So I'm going to continue off of that. Sorry, I had to do it. I don't know if Dad's trying to laugh or he's still
Yeah, but James, they won't share the birthday cake because they're shellfish.
Yeah, you're right. I'll be here all night. Okay. Oh, what part of the game do crabs like to play? Salmon says. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. And
You guys are crushing it.
Because I know they hear some combat going on here. That's 20. He's going to kind of set up behind a pillar. He's keeping the crab to the northwest of his position in view. Yep, exactly that one. And he's going to, I guess, prepare to attack it if it comes up to him. Is that all right? Would I get my attacks with that, or I could only get the reaction if I hold my action?
If you ready your action, there's really no hold, but we're using it interchangeably with the terminology ready. If you ready an action, you're using your reaction to attack, which means you only get the 1 attack, because the extra attack specifies when you use your action to attack.
Okay. Well, I'll just hold my action for when it comes up in melee range, and I will attack with whatever reaction attack I have.
Hey, look, there it is. Go ahead.
No, hello. Let's see how I do. So as it comes up, tries to stab it, and its stupid crab face. And is that good?
Oh yeah, it's so good. In fact, you never thought you would hear a crab go ah.
Hard times. Hard times. Okay. Oh, that's that. My turn was already done, but it's definitely done. Look at me out.
All right.
What do you want?
And that was the last giant crab, so no more actions from them. Jason, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a spell, but it's not on my sheet, per se. I don't know if I need to add it to my sheet or not, but it's Branding Smite. It's one of my Battlesmith abilities I gain.
I see. Yeah, we would just add that directly to your sheet, and you should be good to use it from there.
Okay, stand by.
Oh, no worries. I just threw it on your sheet. It should appear. And yep, there it is. Second level spells, the very bottom.
Okay. Alright, so that's going on my weapon. And I know I saw spells coming from somewhere, so I'm kind of looking for where those came from. And I will be moving forward and I guess to the north since it kind of came from that direction. So I'll be womping over these dead crabs.
All right. Yeah, you feel like you definitely saw something kind of skittering about up in that northern section, so... And that definitely seems like where everybody else is focused as well.
Copy that, and I will have Panzer come up and guard my southern flank.
All right. Well, then I will use my barbed...
That's weird because Panzer has the visibility, but I don't. I kind of... Maybe it's just the way his vision. I'll double check that.
Strange. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Okay, yeah, let me, yeah, your token was
He has
not...
passive perception and dark vision of 60 feet, so I think that's a little better than mine.
There you go, you should be able to see through both tokens now.
Copy, thank you, sir.
Oh, my pleasure. Okay. Let's see. Barbed, Devil, the Untouchable.
And that'll be my end of turn. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. Okay, I am going to move 15 feet over to here and throw this at Jong-hoon 2 more times. Oh, for 2. Ouch. And we'll use the rest of our movement to just get a little bit further out of the way there, as Celebial gets his action now.
Double move, end of turn.
Okay. Calidor. Easy peasy.
Yeah, yeah. Damn it. Let me. Yeah, let me throw a healing spell out. Jung-hoon gets 8.
Very cool. All right. And speaking of which, it is your turn. Go ahead, Jim.
Gonna try to chase down that devil.
No, leave me be. I'm just using you for target practice. I'm not even very good.
Can't quite get to the flank, but I'm still gonna hit him.
All right. Woo. Well, that second attack right there with the silver dagger is definitely going to find the mark. Okay, Jong-hoon concludes there. And Lulu will just press on up here. And we're going to take a tusk attack with her. Just a bit too shy. Okay. Rhea will move up as well. I don't think she's going to get anywhere near. So, Dawn, you can go ahead and start with Nadir's turn while I'm moving her up. Yeah, that's going to be 60 feet for Rhea. At that point, Nadir moving up as well, okay. Direct hit, full damage.
That'll be end of turn.
Very good. Okay, and Grulok.
Grilla carrying out a lot of the activity out there. We'll go around the corner. Just kind of see what is going on. Upon seeing the enemies, gonna start moving towards there, but I don't think it's gonna make it. Move 15. That's 20, 25, 30. He'll end right there. So I'm not gonna double move because it looks like they have it well in hand. But he's starting to like essentially move over there almost in a stalking fashion. It'll be end of the turn.
Very cool. Alright, and that puts us at the top of the next round and 2 minutes early for our 15-minute break, so we can actually take a couple minutes extra there if we need. Get back at 8:45 to continue our final hour plus of activity here in Avernus. Catch you back then.
Hey, Dan, how do I measure on the map again?
Hey, welcome back. We are back with you here live on Twitch. Roleplaying Unlimited presents Descent into Avernus. Your characters have just ascended the steps of the Cathedral of the High Hall, and you've dispatched with the giant infernal crabs down here, but this barbed devil is proving a bit tougher than the rest of the quarry that you've faced thus far on this level of hell. So we're picking it up with Dag's turn, and you are hanging out a bit down here. What you got, Jason?
Okay, I've got my spell that I cast last round ready on my hammer, so I will be moving to the north. I can still attack after a double move or no? I can't remember.
You can take a move, which is your base, and then if you want to do an extra move, you have to use the dash action, so that would replace your attack.
Copy that. Then we'll just move up 30 feet. And I'm looking for this guy, but what was it you said I could do to hold my action? What was that term again?
You can...
Getting ready to dodge?
Oh, if you want to go defensive, yeah, you can declare a dodge action. So that way any attacks that come at you this round will have disadvantage imposed upon them.
Copy, then we'll do that, and we'll bring up Panzer and do the same thing.
Alright, I dig it. And I've got my devil here again, taking its turn, and I don't know. I feel like this might be my time. I try this with every devil. It never works. So I feel like the odds are about to be in my favor, and we're going to have an additional devil. Oh! Well, if that's the case, I am going to... Shit! Run! Yeah, I'm going to run back here, and of course, provoking 3 attacks of opportunity. Take that in... Jong-hoon, you go ahead and go first.
Courage? No? Okay.
Okay, that's a miss. Celebial. Same deal. And Lulu, of course, will natural 20 tusk this devil through the heart and end its life forevermore. Or 0 for 3. Wow. Man, with rolls like that, who needs a disengage action?
Dang.
Alright, well, I guess everybody rolled crappy during that sequence. I couldn't summon, you guys couldn't hit, and Celebial, let's see what you can do on your actual turn. Well, we got a good start there. AC is 15, and magic damage, of course, is just going to bypass any resistances I have. So there's that.
And I will also add a smite to that.
Okay.
My divine smite does 3d8 to fiendish.
Yeah, your divine smite's coming in money tonight, too.
No kidding.
Ouch. Attack
And
number
second
2.
attack.
Yeah. Well, Well, just like that, I'm bloodied.
And that will end my turn.
All right. Well, let's slide it on down to the south here, and Calidor. Yep.
Well, I guess Celebial, Jung-hoon, Gulak, the dwarf, and I guess the deer all get 6 hit points back.
Does
the
it
deer hasn't taken any damage.
does it affect a limited amount of characters?
I can choose up to 6.
Gotcha. If there's nobody else to replace Nadir, Ray is down 2 hit points. No big deal. But if
Oh, well then throw it on Ray.
all right, I will do that.
I don't think my healing affects constructs, so the little critter is just out of luck.
It probably does, knowing 5e mechanics. They don't really differentiate stuff like that, but the Artificer may have its own special mechanics. I need to delve more into that over this week as well to gain a better understanding of the class itself.
Yeah, mending heals at 2d6, and it also has a healing ability of its own.
Does it state in its description that you can recall? No need to delve into it right now if you don't know, but does it state that it is unaffected by standard magical healing?
It doesn't say it's not, but it does say what does heal it.
Right, which those could be extra effects beyond the healing that it may have as part of the party, but who knows. End of turn there, Ben?
Yes.
Okay, Jong-hoon, back over to you.
Run up and try and fight this again. This time I can get the flank.
Ah! Cursors!
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do the dagger.
Oh, okay. Hey, how about that?
I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do the unarmed. So it's the 2 daggers and the unarmed strike. Those are the actual attacks.
Gotcha. Okay, so both daggers will land, and your unarmed strike does not yet bypass resistances, or it does?
It does not.
Okay. Okay, so the unarmed strike I will take half, and at least 3 for 3. Alright. And Lulu's gonna fly over to the far side of this thing. Take a flank tusk attack. Hey, I'll buy that for $1. And, alright, full damage. Okay, and I got back-to-back turns. I feel like Ray is just going to be out of this for the rest of it. She's just spending so much time trying to get there. 45, 55. Turn. Yeah, she's just going to move all the way up there. Cut off this thing's escape in case it tries to go even further into this. Well, I mean, it's a dead end, but just in case it tries to squeeze out a little bit extra escape room. And in the meantime, she shouts back to the rest of you, Grulok, Calidor, Dag, and Nadir, who are still down here. Don't let it come back that way! And Nadir, it is your turn. Excellent success. And another 6 necrotic damage. Got it.
That'll be end of turn.
Alright, Grulok. Man, still out of reach.
Yeah, no joke.
Now, she was indicating the area up north. Yes.
I'm unsure of the question.
Okay, so she was saying don't let it come back down this way. It ran, from my understanding, up to the northern area. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just because that's why I just want to make sure before it moved him in a wrong direction. So he's going to continue moving that way as much as he can. Gets him to about there.
Take your... Yep. And I would say in the midst of that move, if you drop your greatsword and grab your... Or no, that was 30 feet? Dang, I counted wrong. I thought you were going to be able to get to within 10 feet of it with 30 feet and use the halberd, but I guess not.
So, man, I still have my action surge. So I'm like, do I want to use it to drop this thing when we still have a good amount of area to continue forward? Oh, man. Choices.
We've got it well surrounded. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. So he'll continue to do that. He's still just trudging along like Buff did in the our Heroes Unlimited game, just trying to get there at some point. Come through, yeah, how dare you? So
You know, one of you guys could have picked me up, please.
Yeah, that's it the whole time. I could easily have been just carried by somebody, but fine, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not bitter still. So that'll be it.
Okay, and Dag, that's over to you.
Okay, we're gonna do a double move straight up, and get back here, you stupid yellow demon!
Celebial looks around for the yellow one.
And since I did the double move, I can't do the defensive, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and Panzer will do his heal and a move.
Okay. Looks like that brings it back to my turn. Stupid once-a-day limitations. I want to summon that devil! Arrgh. Oh, very cool. Okay, 3 melee attacks. I am going to Claw. Well, shoot, actually all 3 of you hit me, so Claw Celebial, Claw Junghoon, and Claw Lulu. Or I'm sorry, Tail Lulu. Okay, so I missed Jung Hoon with the 12. I think I hit Celebial on the dot with 22 for 9.
I thought I was attacked first.
I missed Jung Hoon with the 12. I hit Celebial with the 22. And Lulu, I miss with the 16. And that brings it over to Celebial start.
All right, 2 attacks.
All right. First one definitely hits and pretty much takes away, yeah, exactly, a third of its remaining.
End of turn.
All right, and Calidor still chilling out in the back. Thanks for rolling no damage.
Right. Now he's gonna fail his save.
Oh, for sure, this is where I get my natural 1. Close enough. Of course I failed it. I guess if nothing else, at least you learn that it does not appear to be resistant to lightning, so if it fails its save and you do good damage, then there's that at least. EOT?
Yeah.
Jong Hoon on the other side of the flank.
Try and finish it off.
Oh. That's 3 for 3. And it's 2 more hit points than it had left. Actually, it's exact. You've got it exactly to 0 because I resist that unarmed strike, so I take 2 off of that.
I meant to do it like that.
Very nice. Well, that concludes that initiative outside of the cathedral doors. If you go back further south, you can see the doors pretty clearly. And as they have already been forcibly opened, it's a simple matter of just progressing into the next area when you are ready.
I'm going to use the last 10 points of my lay on hands to heal myself.
Okay. Is that a short or long rest recharge?
I believe it's a long rest recharge.
All right.
If you want to take 10 minutes, I can throw a healing spell on everybody.
Well, we did run into that last game when Dawn tried to use 10 minutes to bring in the fine steed, the
That's
earthquakes
right.
and all that.
Yeah, I was just about to go into that.
Dawn's like, hey, how come he can do it? I want my horse, damn it.
You know, I spent like the first part of the entire game going, I can't wait till I get to level 5 so I can summon this horse.
Now you just gotta get off this damn rock. Alright, well, both of my NPCs are at full hit points. Most of the group looks pretty well off. Dag is pretty close to bloodied, I'd say. He's the worst off, it looks like. Or no, not Dag, his construct. Dag's not too good either, though.
No, I'm just about half, a little better than half. And I will hit Panzer with mending.
Also,
I'm going to
healing
use
on Dag.
5. I'm going to use 5 points of healing hands on Dag.
Okay.
And I will give Dag 7 hit points.
Yep, feel free to check out more. Jong-hoon is heading south. Seeing a pretty much mirror image of what was on the north side, minus the barbed devil. Passive perception is not picking up anything hidden in this area, as best he can tell.
There's nothing interesting down this way, you guys.
Anybody hungry?
I could eat.
When's the last time we took a rest?
It's been a minute.
Funny you should say it that way, because the short rest with the epic rest variant that we're using, a short rest is a minute. And we took one either after the bridge and before the zombies, or after the zombies and before the Hellhounds. So it was either 2 to 3 encounters ago. I don't think James has used his action surge yet. Is anybody else short anything that they would need with a short rest?
I'm still not 100% sure what I lose and gain from short and long rest and all that stuff. I'm still learning all of that.
You can
I don't
definitely...
have my. Go ahead, Dan.
I was just going to say, with the short rest, you do get a number of hit dice equal to the hit dice that your character possesses. So it being a 5th level artificer, do you roll die 8s for hit points?
Correct.
Okay, so you've got a pool of 5 die 8 that you can use during short rest to basically heal your character up during those short rest periods. Those dice do not come back, however, until after you've taken a long rest. And even then, you only get half of those dice back. So if you spend all 5 of those between long rests, your next long rest, you're only going to have half of them to work with.
Copy. So yeah, I won't be using any of those right now. I'm not hurting as bad, and Panzer's back up to full.
Okay. The plus side of all of that is, since we're using the Epic Rest variant, it only takes 5 minutes to get a long rest instead of 8 hours. And it only takes 1 minute to get a short rest instead of an hour. Largely because of the terrain you find yourself in, and it would just be very difficult to find an 8-hour block during an earthquake to get a long rest.
Okay, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to gain back a 1st level spell. So if we decide to take a short rest, I do get that back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have my divinity back, so I don't think I don't know when the last time we took a short rest.
Yeah, 2 to 3 encounters ago, at somewhere in there. I'm confident of that. I know we took one last game at some point because it was the first time we've had the opportunity to take advantage of the epic rest variant.
Have you used your divinity since the? Oh, you used Turn Undead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, on the zombies, yeah. So you'd have to wait.
Well, that
So we're not
answers
doing a short. Go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
that answers the question right there. Then we took the short rest after the ghouls encounter and before the zombies encounter.
You did on the zombies.
Exactly. So you would have had it. You would have had it before the zombies encounter. So we definitely took it before that.
So we can't do another short rest under the epic rule. Is my understanding.
Correct. If you guys want to take 1 minute now and knock out another short rest, you've got that option.
Yeah, it was literally I'm just down the action, or I'm sorry, the second wind. Everything else I'm savvy or pretty good on.
Yeah, the only thing I'd get back is a channel divinity.
Okay.
Same here. I just get back on channel divinity.
Great. While we're doing that, I'll use survival to do up a little cook fire or something, and then purify food and drink to eat some crab here.
Okay. Your characters just with your survival roll, you'll definitely want to at least take cover somewhere on the north or south of this entryway because you at least have a little bit of ceiling from those blue crackling lightning bolts coming from the orb above.
No, that's fine. Whatever you need to say is standard, whatever we would do. I don't know if you want us to move all our characters around or what have you, but yeah, that's what I'll do, and I'll cast Purify just to make sure that it's not going to poison us if we eat it.
Gotcha. Yeah, you don't have to all move your tokens north or south again just to move them back here. Just a flavor element, really, for our needs in this case. One additional note, however, as we discovered last game, Ben's character, as the cleric, he has the ability to create food and water. And in addition to the rations and food that we brought with us from Baldur's Gate, from Candlekeep, here into Avernus, no matter where we got this food from, whether it's of magical origin, whether somebody cooked it for us, it all just tastes like garbage. Something about Avernus just twists the taste of the food, even if it's magically conjured.
Well, the taste may suck, but as long as it nourishes us and makes sure we can keep going, that's what we'll do. What we got to do.
Maybe if we eat gross stuff, it'll magically turn good. And then
I don't think
Jong-hoon,
that's how this works.
and then Jong-hoon eats something gross to see if it tastes good.
Yeah, nothing tastes good here. Jong-hoon is perhaps most heartbroken about having 5 gold pieces worth of candy that all just taste like sewage.
Blah. And then he eats another piece still.
Why are you eating it so fast? You can't even taste it.
Alright, are we ready to proceed into the cathedral? Are we going to take the short rest?
We'll take the short rest, and I'm not using any hit dice to regain any hit points. And after the 1 minute, we're ready to go.
Alright, 1 minute is good. Short rested up.
Anybody check the body of that stupid yellow demon?
I believe it was red in nature.
Yeah, I don't mean color of its skin. He took one look at me and ran away.
Demons and
Oh, you cut out there. Demons.
devils are generally at heart anyhow.
Yeah, that's all good and great. Did anybody check his body?
I mean, I don't care. I'll check the body. I've checked many bodies and I've come up with some great things. I haven't lost things because of that. That's outside of searching bodies. Things were taken, had no control about it, and we've moved on from it. Okay?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I know the doors are knocked down, but I mean, does this guy have the keys to the place or what?
Devils and demons generally don't carry possessions.
I'm not checking inside his body. I'm not putting my hand anywhere up into anything, if that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, all right. No need to beat a dead devil. We'll just we'll keep moving on.
I mean, you're welcome to go check the body. It's just over there.
All right, Dan. Do you need me to move my token to go do that, or do you just want to? What do you want to do?
You can just, if you're telling me that you're gonna go check the body, that's fine enough by me.
Yeah, okay. Just give him a once over. I'm not, doing a detailed search here. Just seeing if he's got anything, just to make sure it's nothing we need.
Gotcha. It does have a belt. On the belt are 2 items of interest, one of which is a silver dagger, and etched onto the hilt of the silver dagger is the holy symbol of Torm. So this devil definitely did not own this dagger before a short time ago, likely confiscated from somebody else that it killed. And on the other side of the belt is a pouch that you start digging around in and almost immediately find that its inside is much bigger than it should be.
Interesting. Hey, either of you guys know what the symbol on this dagger is?
Yeah, it's a symbol of Torm. Wait, it was carrying items?
Yeah, it's probably a good assumption it took it off somebody that was resisting. I mean, how often do you think it is an entire city gets dragged down into hell? Looking around, I'm assuming that's probably where we are, considering the food tastes like crap and everything smells like sulfur.
Oh, definitely. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah, some wizard sent us here. It's for sure hell.
Well, I just ended up here with the rest of the city. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, there's some whole thing with I don't know, the ruler of the city was secretly working for a devil and he made everybody swear to come down to hell. I don't know. I wasn't really listening. It sounds bad though.
Great, let's keep moving on. Hey, you know what this thing is? Check this bag out. It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
And as Grulok collects his jaw from the ground, let's have everybody roll percentile as well, please.
Unbelievable. Me too, Dan.
Oh, everybody. Oh! Ooh. I don't know if anybody's going to get closer than Celebial. This is one of my house rules here. One of my dice mechanics.
What's with the double numbers?
Yeah, a lot of power numbers in there for sure. one of my house rule mechanics where I roll percentile and then whoever comes closest to it.
So let's check out this dagger in this
Has
bag
the
as
effect.
we keep moving.
That was for Nadir.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that could have been considerably worse. Fortunately, as your characters finish with their short rest and you're congregating here outside the doors and you've sent Dag off to go find this silver dagger and this replacement bag of holding, thank you, Annie Bag of Donuts, you are struck by a bolt of this bluish lightning from the crackling orb up in the sky, and it hits Celebial dead on. And you can see like the typical his skeleton appearing through his skin as he's electrocuted, perhaps even more so through the plate armor. But thankfully the damage isn't too bad, and Celebial comes out of it knowing that that could have been a lot worse.
Let's get inside.
I agree with that assessment.
So like I was saying, we'll be checking out these items as we're moving inside.
Okay. The silver dagger is just a silver dagger. If anybody needs a backup weapon or still has not yet come into possession of an item that will allow you to bypass the fiendish resistances, this dagger will suffice in that respect, if nothing else. And the bag is indeed a bag of holding. Hopefully we do not come across any more pickpockets here, although you may find more of them on Avernus, you never know.
We may not want to let Gulak hold on to that.
Why?
You lost the last one.
I was stolen, and you know this. I didn't lose anything.
Pretty
It was
much
taken
it's
from me.
stolen.
I didn't know. I didn't lose it. I didn't drop it. It was taken.
It was in your possession. Someone took it. You were not the wiser until
We were
who
in
knows
hell.
when.
Right.
Okay, so reaching inside the
Oh.
bag, do I feel anything?
You feel what appear to be several gemstones.
Okay, I'll pull them out and see what they look like.
All right. There are some diamonds, there are some sapphires, and there are some rubies. There are 10 in total, 4, 3, and 3, each worth 100 gold coins.
Can I make a stone cunning check to see if I understand the working, the physical working of the cut and the stones and everything, or are they raw?
Oh yeah, they are worked, and you can absolutely make such a check. Okay, your party sheet has been updated with the new coins, or the new gems, I should say.
And if no one needs the silver dagger, we should probably let Rhea have it, being the only follower of Torm here.
Oh, definitely. If she follows that guide, I definitely think that's where it should be going.
I'm most appreciative. Thank you. And I will add that onto her character sheet.
Yeah, you take care of that little lady. It seems whoever had it last time kind of lost it. Use it to your best advantage.
She kind of chuckles at the little moniker as she is a proven warrior and hell rider. Silver Dagger. Okay, we'll just update that. Yes.
All I keep hearing in my mind is the James Woods. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
That would be Jung Hoon.
All right, so what do we got to do to move past these defunct doors?
Oh, just one sec. I was still resolving your stone cunning check there, just with a simplistic narrative that you can tell that these gems were mined from the southwestern reaches of Faerun, like somewhere near Kalimshan or Tether.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was actually stuff coming along with that. I thought it just gave me a little better understanding of the value and all that of them. Okay. No, that's cool. I enjoy that. Okay.
Oh, my pleasure. Alright, so I'm going to crack open this door here. You do not have to fully enter through the room.
But I'm going to anyway.
Hey, distraction. Don't you think you should be one of the first ones through?
Celebial, you can speak Infernal, so you hear Infernal shouting coming from up ahead just beyond your range of vision. It's very dark in here, and you're looking at about as far as you can see. You do see the two spiral staircases leading up. One to your right, just a little bit in front of you, and then one directly to your left. It is straight ahead past this staircase that you hear the shouting coming from. In addition to the shouting, you hear what appears to be a mix of and then a little bit of Timmer!
Timid.
And the infernal shouting that you hear interjecting with this incoherent babbling is, You swine! Back in line! I will flay the flesh off of each of you! Get back! Follow my commands! Somebody is having a very hard time keeping their slaves in line, it sounds like.
I look out. We've got company. Let's go. And I'm moving forward so fast that I'm going to trigger something before everybody else is actually nearby.
Well, it is still your play. Move as you will. Yep, you can see some of these bandit-looking pirates almost that are the source of the babbling. And this spined devil here is the one that is shouting at them. The bandits are so just deranged and out of their minds right now. They are completely not paying attention to your approach. The spine devil is so... Sorry. The spine devil is so present in keeping them under his control that he likewise is not paying attention to you.
Okay. I'm not the stealthiest of people, but I'm not going to make myself as obvious as I try to get as close as possible before it does notice me.
Well, you can roll a stealth check, and you would have advantage on such a check.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. Ninja in the night.
A ninja in plate mail.
So yeah, that's the first time you've ever seen the paladin in plate armor literally twinkle toe his way across a large open space, and of course the crackling lightning and the thundering earth only aid your success in getting as close as you want to get to this thing.
I want to get up close enough to smack the snot out of it.
You've got a surprise attack on it with advantage. Okay, 17. My AC is a 13, so you definitely hit, and that's about a third of my total hit points. And I'm definitely aware of you now, and despite the deranged state of the slaves of the devil here, they instantly appear to respond to Celebial's attack as if they themselves were attacked. And they react with initiative. And here we go. Looks like I've got the top 2 initiatives here.
That dagger did good for her.
Yeah, right. Too bad the natural 20 wasn't on an attack. She used it for an initiative roll. Okay, so here come the bandits, the pirates, and we are just rushing Celebial. Attack, and then flank. Okay, so that's the first bandit. No advantage. So miss, and a stab with the dagger. Second pirate with advantage. This guy right here. Ouch. 2 attacks with the scimitar that land, but the dagger attack will glance off of your armor. And lastly, another flank with the southern pirate. Oh! That crit could have been a lot worse. So,
I'm down.
ouch. After the crit or after the second scimitar attack?
After the second attack.
Okay, so that will complete the pirate attacks there as they just swarm on Celebial, and you guys are like, holy crap! What the hell? And Rhea, as startled as any of you, does her usual, for the Hell Riders! And she charges. Hey, alright, I can just get there. Okay. Long sword hit, and then a pair of misses. Okay, Don, that's going to bring it to Nadir.
Well, Nadir is going to use Chill Touch on one of the pirates.
Well, who's the lucky pirate?
That one.
I do get a cover bonus for there being character between us, but not near enough to make up the difference. So I take all 5 necrotic. Ah, Timber!
That'll be end of turn.
Dag, it is your turn.
Copy. I will be moving forward and get as close to him as I can and try and throw a heel down on him.
All right.
Think I can move a little bit more, but I won't be able to cast.
Yeah, if it's a touch spell, that's going to be a bummer unless it's a bonus action touch.
All right, I guess we'll just move in and attack. Too bad that other spell already faded off my hammer.
Right. How much movement was it for you to get there? Do you have any action left to attack?
I have 2 actions, like the fighter does.
Just one action. The fighter can use that one action to get 2 attacks, but every class, every character regardless of class only has the one action.
Copy. So I have that ability. I can't remember what it is. I'm looking for it, double checking.
Gotcha. Yeah, in most cases, you would have to use your move action to get your 30 feet standard of movement. And then if you needed to use any extra movement or gain any extra movement, you would have to use your action to get an additional dash action.
Copy. Then I'll just be movement, and I will bring Panzer up. He'll be doing full move to give me to flank.
Okay, very cool.
And that should be end of turn.
Alright. Lulu is up now. Just taking a look through her options. Yeah, none of this is good. So she's just gonna fly up into the midst of this, and yeah, I guess we'll get over here and take a flank bonus on this guy here. Ouch. Alright. A little stab to the back. And Calidor, your turn. Good old spirit guardians.
Hold on, I have to fix it so it posts the description.
Okay, so there's the radius.
Can I pull Celebial out from the middle of that and drag him like behind me?
You can. You would be. 1 second. See how I would resolve this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then if they do like try and take a swipe at him, I want to try and like use my own, use myself to take the hit instead of it hitting Celebial.
Yeah, go ahead, drag him out of there.
Alright, so yeah, go ahead and move yourself to right there, dog. Yeah, perfect. And then as my bonus, I will throw this on him.
Got 7.
11. You heal 11, Don.
I'm in 11.
Okay, Spine Devil's turn. Yeah, I think the tail spine is the way to go. And I will be doing this right here to not provoke
It
attacks.
actually-
I'm sorry?
It has to make its will save first.
Correct. Okay, so I will trigger that first, and then that, and successfully make the save. So what's the damage?
Damage.
Damage?
I rolled it was 23, so he takes, what is that, 11?
Gotcha. Okay, and flying back to, say, right there. We will fling 2 tail spines at Celebial. Ka-ting, ka-ting, ka-ting. Okay, that was 20. And I'll use some more movement. Go over that way. And Grulak, your turn.
Alright, so he'll kind of wade into the fray with the rest of the group just because of how chaotic it is in there. Kind of move to about that point and attack the pirate in front of him. Okay, here it goes. First attack. Is that good enough?
That's definitely a hit.
Nice. Look at the damage. Yeah, also you roll those 2d6. Or 2, might as well do 2d6. Both improvements. So that would be shit. Sorry, it would be 9, 14 points damage. Yes, +1 and then the 4 strength. And then the second attack, assuming it's still up. Ew. Ewy. Why?
Alright. A miss.
Yeah, just a 3. Well, that'll be end of turn for him on that note.
Okay, Jung Hoon, all the way in the back.
Gonna run up and throw some darts.
Fantastic.
That one.
Okay, got it. Ooh. Ah!
Yeesh. Okay. Wow, that was my turn.
Shit. Okay, so that's gonna bring it to Celebial's turn. Hack'em schmack'em. 2 successful hits.
And that will.
Pretty sure you were saying end of turn. Unfortunately, we lost you there on the audio. Alright.
Yep.
Not sure if you're still trying to talk. You're
It
cutting
was
out.
EOT.
Oh, goodness. Alright.
2 of them made their saves.
Yeah, they did. Alright, so 23 was the damage, right? Alright, 23, 11, 11. Yeah, we are definitely not mindful enough to leave the Spirit Guardian radius. And we will resume our assault on the guy that initiated this whole thing, triggering an attack of opportunity from Dag in the process. Go ahead, take that, Jason. That will unfortunately miss. And the second guy will also... Oh, he doesn't
The
have to
Hollyphant
stay.
gets an attack.
Yes, she does. I will open that up in a sec. Grulok and Kalidor, actually just Grulok, and Rhea will get attacks of opportunity on the next guy. Excellent. And then I've got Lulu on the first guy. That's no good. Second guy takes 14. Got that. And then Rhea's AOO on the same. Oh! Missed by 1. Alright. She just kind of looks over at Grulok. Who turns their backs like that in combat?
Some big dummies, not like me. I'd be smart about it.
And the last bandit captain does not have to move, nor is he tactically mindful enough to move into a flanking position. That all just kind of happened as they swarmed you last round, so this time it's 9 attacks on Celebial, none of which have advantage. Slice, slice, stab. Miss, miss. A little bit got through. And same deal there, except nothing gets through. And let's ditto that. Alright, good job, plate mail. And Rhea, still bewildered that this dummy turned his back on her, she will move up to here, establish flank with him, with Calidor, and let's see if we can finish this guy off. Well, I've left him with 1 hit point. Now I know how it feels. Okay, Nadir. What you got, Don?
"30 feet and chill touch on him."
Ah! No! That's a hit, and I only had 4 hit points. Nicely done.
End of turn.
Alright. Top of Dag's turn here.
Alright, I'm just gonna do a... Oh no, where'd my character sheet? There it is. My character sheet looked all blank. Scared me. Alright, we're just gonna do a simple smack and with the hammer and see how that goes.
Okay. Well, that's a natural 20 because you have the flank advantage, and I only had 1 hit point, so I'm dead.
Take that, you stupid vagrant!
And if you remember D&D 3E or even Pathfinder, as you're more familiar with, you know how they have the, oh god, what was it called? Spring attack, where you could take your movement in between your attacks?
Yes.
In 5e, everybody has that just as a standard mechanic. So you can take 1 attack, finish him off, move forward 5 feet, second attack on the next guy.
I can't cast a spell with that second attack, can I?
Correct, because the spell requires the action, not the attack.
Copy, then I'll just hit the one directly west of me. This one.
Okay, no flank advantage on him. Go ahead. Well, you didn't need it. That is a hit. Another 5, and I got it.
Okay, and Panzer will attack him as well.
Okay. You do have flank advantage with Celebial with Panzer. Nice. That's another successful hit.
And that'll be end of turn.
All right. Lulu. Fly over here. Make sure, yep, Spine Devil is dead. Okay. Well, then I'm going to fly over here and hit this guy. because of the flank, turns a miss into a hit. Tusk attack lands, brings it to Calidor.
Celebial gets 12 more hit points back.
Got it.
Do I need to? I need to re-roll the damage for my spirit guardians, right? Because my turn started again.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll that now. Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Man.
Jesus Christ.
That's considerably different.
Right? I can, I'll throw more healing on Celebial, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Okay, and my Spine Devil
5
will...
more.
Sorry, 5 more on Celebial, and Spine Devil will begin the decomposition process as Grulok gets his turn.
So there'll be more people decomposing here in a second. He will step over here, make it like a 45-degree angle, and attack this bandit specifically first. I'm assuming with advantage.
Yep.
And he's going to try to run him right through the chest.
Oh!
Why? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? But you know what? Because he was like, I want to stab him multiple times in the chest, or through the back into the chest. He's going to do it again. There we go. Okay, there. There we go. I think the damage you're going to have to be 1.
Ah.
Oh, things were 1. All right. Well, there you go. Nothing changed with the damage.
I feel like I'm never going to learn that ability that your character has, because every time you hit and I see the damage, instinctively I just go to the token, I reduce the damage, and then as soon as I've done that is when the dialogue comes of, okay, now I'm going to re-roll the 1 or the 2, and then there's some math on both sides as you then figure out what the new damage is, and I figure out what the difference between that is and the damage that I've already taken. I'm just like, if I just waited a second, I wouldn't have to do that.
Well, you're as excited as I am in killing foes.
Yeah.
It would be your foe.
Something like that.
I cannot believe it. Unreal.
Now,
This isn't a game, it's math.
Calculus. Yeah.
when you re-roll the damage, you have to take the second result, no matter what it is, or you take the higher of the 2.
I believe it's the higher. Let me pull it up so everybody can see it.
Well, we've been playing it as take the second result. Yes. And we've been playing it correctly.
Yeah, so that's the skill right there, which is pretty handy. And most of the time, it's actually worked out where it increased the damage.
So you basically healed him a point of damage.
Here you go, buddy. Here, I'll give you a pat in the back.
Thank you. All right, so that's EOT.
Yeah, it'll be NOT.
All right, Jong-hoon, let's see what you got.
Going up here, hitting that dude.
Flank advantage. Nice, nice, nice.
Wait, who are you hitting?
That one?
Oh, I thought you pinged on me. I'm like, wait, no, don't hit me.
Ah! All right, so the quarterstaff will hit, And the critical to follow it up is actually going to be enough to kill that guy. So if you've got extra movement left, you can step into that square and apply it to this guy.
I do, and I will.
Okay, and that takes away half of what I had left. And EOT there, are you going to lay some more attacks on this guy?
Nope, I'm done.
Okay, and Celebial, hopefully to finish off this guy. Nice! Solid crush with the magical warhammer ends that pirate's blubbering incoherency. And that also ends our initiative here. You can see here on the western side these little squiggly lines here, which are meant to indicate curtains, dividing this section of the cathedral from the next section. You also have the stairs that you can ascend to a different level. Going back to the curtains, though, some of them are torn and shredded as though from spells and magic. This church has definitely come under some kind of assault. But that will be the tale for next week as I move us back to our starting screen. And thank each of you for being here again another week. Jim, great to have you back. Jason, also great to have you back. It's been way too long, and I was very excited and impressed with how you delved right into this character. Look forward to seeing a lot more of that. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the rest of our players now to say their farewells.
Well, again, thank you guys very much for watching and being a part of this. Remember, Thursday night, Dan and I will be hosting out of...
Oh, we're hosting out of...
What's that?
We lost you there. We're hosting out of character or something?
Oh, yeah, out of character, OOC. And on Thursday night with Jason as a co-host. Make sure you check us out and also check our websites and the Facebook pages.
Well, I appreciated this wacky evening. Kind of a weird anomaly for the epitome of greatness of and the heart and soul of the group. I just didn't do so great, but that's fine. We'll have next game, and it'll come back strong like always. But again, I hope you guys had a good time. Jason, great to see you, my friend. Welcome, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Thank you, everybody, for coming and joining us once again. We all enjoy having you here. And hope to see you guys next week.
I don't know if that froze up for me or for everybody, but good night, everybody.
And I'd just like to say thanks for the invite to the game. I had a blast. I love bringing a new character to life. Too bad I wasn't here from the beginning with this one. I'm sure this module would have been a blast to play with this guy. But I look forward to running the rest of it. Thanks, guys. I had a great night. I enjoyed gaming. Haven't done it in a long time. And I'll see you guys next week for the next game. But before that, we'll do the OOC. Dan? I look forward to that one.
Yes, indeed, my friend. You're still getting in pretty early on this one, though. We're only on session 14 here, so we've still got a ways to go. We're just in the startings of Chapter 2, so a lot more adventure to play here. Thank you all for being here. Justin, we missed you tonight. We will catch you next Tuesday, hopefully. See if we get the full table here. And Dawn, Jason, definitely catch you guys Thursday for RPU OOC. Thank you to our friends. Thank you to our fans. Thanks, viewers, for tuning in tonight. And thank you, Annie Bag of Donuts, for helping moderate the chat, as always. I'm going to send us to our end credits here, and have a good night, all.